morning, party people. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Can you help me? Sing louder. Hey, good morning. We are celebrating today. What am I celebrating? It's Tuesday. It is a brand new, okay, you stay focused, son. It's a brand new Hebrew calendar month, and I am excited. And we are celebrating today. And so I'm going to wait for Facebook to do its thing, just to let some people come on. I'm going to set you there because I am doing something. Getting my supplements down. So, in the comments, I want you to type in number 1 if you are watching me live, and the number 2 if you are watching the replay. Secondly, I want you to also type in one thing that you are celebrating today. Maybe it's getting through a season, maybe it's completing something, maybe it's something you're working on and you've made short strides. But today we are going to celebrate our socks off. Today is a video to celebrate you, your accomplishments, what you've gone through, what you've come out of, what you've, things. We're going to celebrate that today. So give me a second. Cue the music. Do, do, do. All right, as you're coming on, please share, because today I want people to get excited, because today we are going to celebrate our wins, whether it's small, whether it's big, whether it's little. It doesn't matter. Matthew, stay focused. Look at the time. That's you need to stay. Pay attention to the clock. We're going to focus on what we've come through, what we've come out of, what we've been through. We're going to focus an ending of a, we're going to celebrate today. And you're like, why are we celebrating? Here is why we celebrate. Okay, you ready? So the reason why we celebrate, and I don't do this nearly enough, and I realized after today's prayer call that I shared, it's on my wall, go watch it. I realized that I don't celebrate enough in my life. I don't celebrate the accomplishments. I don't celebrate the seasons I've come out of that have been horrible, or even the ones that have been good. I don't celebrate the wins enough. I don't celebrate, I tend to celebrate others more quickly than I do myself. And so today I want to tell you, I want to actually give you permission to go ahead and give yourself a high five, give yourself a pat on the back, give yourself a heck yeah, I did that, I accomplished that. No, you're not being boastful, you're not being braggy, you're not doing all this stuff. And you know what? In a celebration, people need to come in. So if you haven't shared this already, please go ahead and do so. And if you're watching and I'm inviting you, I'm sorry, I'm just going down the line. But as you're coming on, please share. I'm doing a whole new revamp on my videos. I'm really excited. But today, I just wanted to say, we need to get in the habit of celebrating others. We need to stop tolerating what doesn't need to stay. Are you getting ready, or are you playing with your toys? Look at the time. Please get ready for school. Okay, just give me just a second. I'm just inviting more folks to the celebration, and then we're gonna party. Okay, so I invited a few people. But it's easy to. Will you excuse me for just a moment, Matthew? Look at the time, please. I need you to stay focused. I need you to get ready completely for school. Did you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, and your pants need to be pulled up, please. Thank you. Okay, so we need to spend more time celebrating ourselves. We need to spend more time giving ourselves high fives for what we've accomplished. It may, other people might not notice. Other people, you might not get a good job from other people for whatever it is you did. Maybe you pick up trash. Maybe you do the ushering at church. Maybe you do whatever the case is. Doesn't have to be church, but whatever you do. Maybe you answer phones at your job and no one really says thank you. Or when I worked at a place, there were people that I had to purposely say hi, good morning to, because they would literally have their blinders on. They knew I was sitting there. They knew I was working there. They wouldn't even say hello. They would literally ignore me. And it was rude. It was so rude. And they had an attitude to go with it. So I'm like, you know what? So, anyway, not working there anymore. Thank God he is opening doors for something new. Good morning, Isaac. Good morning, Richard, if I haven't said so already. But today we're going to celebrate where we've come from, what we've come out of, what God has even set you free from. And if you're not sure what that is, you need to go and ask him yourself, because I can't tell you what he's done. You know what I'm saying? In your life, only you can. But it's by the words of our testimony that we are set free. Other people, by your testimony, by your celebrations, by your wins, celebrating your wins, even sometimes celebrating your losses, it's by your testimonial that people get set free. Yes, and they're like, man, what's up with that person? And they're like, if he can do it, or if she can do it, so can I, right? We also need to celebrate our losses. No, I'm not talking about people that have passed away. I'm not talking about things like that you've lost that suck, okay? I'm talking about celebrating our losses, things that have left our lives that no longer drag us down, things that we've gotten rid of, things we've hurdled over, things that we've run our race in, and we have reached that goal, things that we've, you know, I always talk about in my videos, leaving behind a junk trunk. Celebrate that. Celebrate the junk trunk you've left behind so you don't carry it with you. Celebrate the losses of maybe friends that weighed you down and didn't bring any life to your life whatsoever. Friends that just sucked the life right out of you. The ones you had to take a shower after you got in their presence and you're like, oh, bye, Felicia. I feel bad for the people whose names are Felicia, by the way. No dishonor there, I swear. But I just wanted to get on here real quick and encourage you, because I got to go. Thank you, Matthew. Celebrate your wins. Celebrate your accomplishments. Celebrate your achievements. Celebrate even the tough stuff that you've had to walk through. Celebrate that. You know why? I'm going to tell you why. Because we are in a new Hebrew month. We are in the month of Adar, I believe. It's the 12th month of the Hebrew calendar. And if you don't have the book, A Time to Advance by Chuck Pierce, you need to go get it. It's found on pretty much every book site, or you can find it on, I think, chuckpierce.com or something. Anyway, A Time to Advance. But we are in a month of celebrating. Too many people spend too much time whining about their circumstances, whining about their wins, whining about their losses, and, for example, the Super Bowl. Instead of people praising the efforts of whoever was in the game, people are bad-mouthing them in one way, shape, or form. And so I don't care, football or not, we have to celebrate our attempts, right? So let's just say you try to go get that job, you know, you take your shot, celebrate it. Whether you got it or not, celebrate the fact that you got your butt out of the house, right? You did your resume, you went for an interview, whatever the case is, celebrate that. Because that means you are one step closer to getting that job that you want, or you're one step closer to, I don't know, doing whatever it is you want to accomplish. Does anyone hear what I'm saying today? You follow? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Okay? So celebrate yourself today. Because guess what? No one is automatically going to come and celebrate you. There are a lot of people that just, I'm going to say something that might strike a chord. Are you ready? There are some people, maybe quite a lot of people in your life that will, there are some people that will only tolerate you. Eek, right? And so there's a saying, go where you're celebrated, not tolerated. I know it's a hard pill to swallow, but when I swallowed it, I was like, youch, and I had to do an inventory. Who in my life, friends and family, have been tolerating me, and it's been evident, but I've missed it. Youch. So that's when I decided, you know what? I'm going to let those people go, and I'm going to go ahead and celebrate that they will not be in my life, because guess what? I don't want people in my life that tolerate me. Hello? And I don't want people in my life that I tolerate either. Don't get me wrong. I love people. We can love them from a distance, put them in the balcony if you have to. love people. Don't hear what I'm not saying, but we need to celebrate more. We need to be happy. We need to get a winning stance, like, you know, victory. This is the victory stance. We just need to do that. We need to keep going, because guess what? When we celebrate our wins, when we are like, yeah, we did it, whatever it is, guess what? It keeps us going. It fuels us, right? Right? Because that's where that joy comes in. That's where that, like, you have that Holy Spirit all over you, and you're like, yes, woo, I can accomplish all things through Christ who strengthens me, right? Okay, that's what you say. And then you're like, I got this, I can do this. And celebrate every time you meet with a new client. Celebrate every win you get, every as my awesome friend, you're watching, every card you send. Celebrate that, because that is one step closer to building your business, building your brand. That's one step closer to building relationships that will last. You know what I'm saying? Celebrate your wins, and celebrate the times that you've had that are tough. Celebrate those. At the time you're going through it, no one wants to really celebrate tough times, right? Or losses. But we celebrate those because we've made it through them, right? We never would have made it, right? Without Him, first and foremost, to get us through. But we celebrate the fact that we are alive, that we've made it through, that we've walked through, right? We may have walked through hell, and we've come out on fire, as Real Talk Kim says, right? So celebrate the fact that you are not kept down. Celebrate the fact that you are winning in your life. Celebrate that. Celebrate what you've come through. Celebrate your victory. Celebrate that you are no longer where you used to be. Okay? So I just wanted to get on here. Let's celebrate. Let's give ourselves a round of applause. Okay? Round of applause. And you need to give yourself a high five. You need to give yourself a heck yeah, I got this. I'm going to do this. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I got this. You know what I'm saying? Because it gets us to get out of our negative mindset. And so that's it. Just celebrate where you've come from. Celebrate where you're not at in your life. And if you find you keep running back to that old stuff, it's time right now to take inventory and say, hey, I'm not going to go back to where I used to be or who I used to be. Because there's only really one way to go, forward. And and that's it. You got to just go forward. But it's time to celebrate yourself today. Celebrate. Just celebrate. And if you're just now joining me, hey, Miss Beth, how are you? Go back and watch this from the beginning, but I got to go. Supplements are kicking in. And, yeah, I'm excited too. You know what else I'm celebrating? Since Friday, I've lost another ½ inch of fat off my waist. So that's 5 total inches of fat off my waist. Matthew, get ready for school, please. I've also, I have more energy, but what else? I put 3 pounds since January 14th, but it's actually 5 pounds, maybe 6. So I've lost 6 total pounds since January 14th of fat, and I feel awesome. And I just started this amazing thing Friday, and I've lost another ½ inch of fat off my waist. Booyah. And I'm celebrating that. You know why? Because I used to be a fluff ball, a fluff muffin, a mushroom top. I used to not have a vision. I used to not care what I put in my body. I used to hate myself. But now I love myself, and now I'm getting results. I've started this awesome, whatever you want to call it. And it's just amazing. I have a vision now. I'm celebrating that I have a vision, because where I was, I didn't. Matt, get breakfast, please, if you want breakfast. Celebrating a vision, celebrating that I have a purpose and a destiny and a why. You have a purpose and a destiny and a why. Yes, you do. You were designed to do great things. Yes, you are. You were designed to do great things. And I'm also celebrating the fact that I no longer sit on the couch wishing I could be doing something amazing with my life. Because guess what? I am doing something amazing with my life. I don't really have to share what that is, because I don't have to be in the tabloids to be doing something amazing and great. I pray that just set you free. If you are that person who thinks you have to have accolades from everyone and get put on the news media, get some cereal if you want some, son. But, celebrate yourself. Celebrate your wins. If you're a mom, celebrate yourself for getting up this morning and helping your kids get ready for school. Celebrate that. If you're a mom, celebrate the fact that you are a parent and that you can speak life into your kids, because you are the voice your children hear. Your voice should be the first and the last voice that they hear every single day. And I know kids are going to make choices that we just don't understand, right? But you know what? Just celebrate the fact that you are an awesome parent. Doesn't matter what they say. Doesn't matter what your friends say. Doesn't matter how your friends parent. Celebrate the fact that you are an amazing parent. Whether you're single or whether you're married, doesn't matter. You are an amazing parent. God gave you, He gave you the children that you have in your life because He knew that you, regardless, we're the one to do the job for that kid. That is why you are their parent. So celebrate yourself, celebrate your kids, and go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated. I'm learning what that means, but I'm understanding what that means more and more. So find people that celebrate you in the small and the big and the in-between. And they celebrate you when you're going through a tough time. They celebrate you. These are the ones that encourage you. These are the ones that pick up the phone and call you out of the blue. These are the ones that will give you an encouraging word, and they won't agree with your circumstances, but they will tell you, hey, this is what you need to do to move forward. You can choose to sit there in your stuff, or you can sit there and here's some tips to move forward. Here's what's worked for me, and here's what I do. Here's where I walked out from, and we're going to celebrate that. Why? Because we have to celebrate each other. And we have to celebrate ourselves. Amen? So today is Celebration Day. Please share this with your followers. Share this with your peeps, because you never know where people are at in life. I love you. I'm celebrating you today, in the big, in the little, and in the in-between. So go out there, celebrate yourself, and choose life. Choose to have an amazing day. And also choose to speak life, not death. I'm going to do a video on that, because I believe we need to celebrate, and we need to be very careful with the words that we speak and type. FYI, yeah. I'm going to bring that. So, I love you. Have an amazing day. Don't forget to share this, and don't forget to type in where you're watching from. Number 1 if you're watching the replay. Number 1 if you're watching me live. Number 2 if you're watching the replay. And also type in one thing that you are celebrating today. One thing. One thing. We're going to celebrate you. Okay? I love you, and bye.